And our next guest sang her way into our lives 4 years ago as a finalist on The Voice, and she never looked back.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I feel like
Goodness, we are not worthy. Way McDonald, born in Harlem, lives in Paterson, New Jersey, but she's truly a global citizen. She's teamed up with World Vision to help children in need all over the world this holiday season. Good morning to you, Way. How you doing?
Good morning, you guys. I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh my goodness, that voice that comes out of you is just amazing. To say the very least. I mean, that's an understatement too. Hey, I want to ask you real quick before we get to why you're here today. Thanksgiving holiday, how did it go this weekend for you?
It went fantastic. My belly is still full, and I still have a whole bunch of leftovers. So I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful.
I love leftovers, by the way.
Yes, the absolute best. Way, I did see on your Instagram, you guys had this huge dance party, right, during Thanksgiving, which I think it really goes hand in hand, right? You got to have a dance party if you have your family over for Thanksgiving. I'm curious, because I know even kids with no talent, their parents are like, come and dance for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So does your family, do your parents also make you come and like perform and sing for the family during these holidays?
Not necessarily during the holidays, but for certain events, yes, they definitely are like, oh, okay, well, Way can sing, and you know, this and this and that, and I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. But I'm actually really happy. They have a lot of pride in me.
Of course.
Sure. That makes me happy.
I mean, New York has a lot of pride in you with a voice like that, right? So the pandemic obviously has slowed a lot of people down because the people to do things in a little bit differently. Didn't slow you down. You just released some new music, To Sir with Love. So tell our viewers what it's all about.
So To Sir with Love is, for people who know, is a cover actually of a song from a fantastic movie, and it was originally sang by Lulu, and I highly recommend everybody to go watch that movie. But I wanted to take a second to nod at the pandemic and show people that you can still find love, you can still have fun, dress up and do little things. I know a lot of people who are actually dating during quarantine or have found kind of their boyfriend or girlfriend during the quarantine, and I wanted to give a little insight to that because not every love story is the same, and definitely not during this time.
Right, and during this time, Way, you've obviously been very busy working with DMX. Talk about a super collab. I mean, everybody waiting to hear from DMX as he's supposed to have some new music coming out, and he's working on some very exclusive project with you. So tell us about that.
Well, first of all, he's amazing.
Yeah.
He's so sweet, and that's not necessarily the popular belief about him, but he really is an awesome guy. And, you know, I've had the blessing to work with a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing legends. Like, you know, I've had the honor to sing for Tony Bennett and for CeeLo Green, and just be able to be around these people is phenomenal. But DMX is a very creative person, and I can't say too much about it, but I will say that you guys are in for a very, very great treat.
All right.
I'm at the edge of my seat. So can you give us an indication about the vibe? Is it more hip hop, R&B?
Well, actually, with the ones with me in it, from my understanding, are a little mix of both, actually. But he definitely brings you back to like the kind of like the hip hoppy, like tougher times. And he brings you in a little bit more emotional, a little bit more vulnerable this time around.
Interesting. I have to ask you this. Where are you digging for the voice?
Because it's deep.
Because it is deep when it comes out.
Honestly, I'm not really sure, because I always get that question of like, where does that voice kind of come from?
Yeah.
And most of the time I just say God, because and that's not like a brag or anything, because I'm not even sure. When I was younger and I had no idea what to do with my voice, it was still deep.
Yeah.
And even when it sounded like a frog. So I'm going to have this small voice for the rest of my life, but I know that that switch always happens.
My
I've
goodness.
actually had somebody who studies vocal cords ask if they can study my vocal cords while I'm singing to see why that happened.
Can I borrow your vocal
I
cords?
know, right?
You got-
Just for a spell, just
How
for a
long do
little
you
while.
want them? Do you need it for like a 9 to 5? How long?
Yeah, you know.
I'll let you use it.
Yeah. So aside from music, you know, we wanted to talk to you about this because you've partnered with World Vision this year for the annual World Vision gift catalog, and we love them. So why is the mission so important to you?
The mission is so important because although us in America, we're going through COVID, COVID is happening everywhere. And so that's a very real thing for everyone. And the places that were impoverished before are still impoverished and need our help more so now too. Also, aside from the pandemic, they have a mission to bring clean water. Something so simple, something
Yeah.
that we can go ahead and go into our fridge and go and get from the faucet. They can't get. They travel miles and miles for dirty water. So imagine if you can give the gift of clean water to an entire village.
And we were actually looking at some really incredible video there. You actually traveled to Rwanda to see the work they were doing firsthand on the ground there. What was that like for you?
It was life-changing. I thought I was going to feel really strange in a place like this, but I didn't. I felt oddly comfortable, but I had the honor of seeing a village get water for the first time ever. I mean, the joy that you see from there, it's unmatched.
That's
you don't
amazing.
get to see anything like that. And I'm blessed, and the kids are so beautiful. It's my favorite part of it. Do you see all the kids?
Yes.
Oh my God.
They're so adorable.
Amazing.
I want to get to this. I want to get to the special tote that you've designed for this year's gift catalog because we want to tell our viewers about it. What's it all about?
So the tote is called the Bonded Together tote, and it is made, actually, this is what it looks like. It's a really big bag. So for the ladies and the guys who love a really big bag or want to give a gift, it's a really big bag. It's amazing, and it's made by Vietnamese women who are disabled, but they learn how to get fair trade, they learn the business, and they build trust in their community for business ventures and next business ventures. So it's very important. They get paid. That's a huge thing.
Yeah. It's beautiful, by the way.
The hand stitching is incredible.
Hey, wait.
Is it not?
Yeah, thank you for coming on today to talk about this, to shed some light on some of your new music as well. All good stuff.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're not worthy.
Who wants to,
We're not.
Oh gosh. For anybody who really wants to donate, you can go to worldvision.org.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's really important cause.
You are a gift. Happy holidays.
Yes, you are.